It's a unique night. We're having fun. I'm having a good time. But Cody's going to come up next, everybody. So give it up for Cody, everybody. Woo! I know I really warmed him up for you.
Let's hear it for the warm-up. All right. Here we go. All right. How is everybody? Good. Great. I like to hear that. We got people over there. We got a guy there. We've got our crowd here. Hey, there's the crowd. We've got a couple in the back. I like this. So we should have fun. I do have to ask. So since we know you guys are from South Africa, now I'm born and raised here in Port Angeles, and I know how I got, on the island we call the Peninsula, because it's not like it's a place we went to, like, hey, on our way to Disneyland, we pulled into this cool little town. So what are you doing in Port Angeles? I know that sounds great, very welcoming. Okay. There you go. There's seamen. That's why they didn't like your Planned Parenthood jokes, but no. But that's cool. That's good. It's a port town. It's good to hear. That's why. So anyway, I was going to sing "Happy Birthday" to Josh, but it looks like he left. Do we still want to sing it for him? No, probably not. But anybody hear about the guy who got in the news about the MRI machine? He got sucked in and killed by an MRI machine with a necklace he had on. He walked in unauthorized, and like, there's so much there. Like, first off, there's like supposed to be like doctors and stuff, No, there weren't, because he needed medical assistance and they couldn't help him. They had to take him to a place with doctors. I'm like, wait a minute, aren't I getting a medical procedure? Is there not a doctor here that can help me? So there's that. He died by a machine that has no external moving parts. Another thought that came to my mind, I'm like, wow, that would be scary. Can you imagine being in the MRI machine going, what in the hell is going on? Who is this guy getting sucked into this with me? There's that. And then, I know how many necklaces my wife's long hair has broke. Like, how strong was this guy's chain on this necklace? Like, what kind of necklace are we talking about here? I mean, I know, here, honey, let me untangle that. Oh, I broke it. This thing killed him? I was like, wow, I'm buying my wife the wrong necklaces, is what I thought. But, much like Brando, I don't really have much for this week. Just a bunch of crazy thoughts I've had. One of them was a slinky. And do kids in a single-story house, like in Kansas, play with slinkies at all? And there's no place to do it at, There's nothing. So unless there's just like, I picture just like out in the middle of a field, like those like airport, runway staircases, just some kid playing with a slinky up and down the stairs. His dad says, no, I'm not buying it for you. You're just going to tangle it up. We don't even have steps. Well, the kids with steps, they'll just tangle them up. Why can't I get it? Another crazy thought I had, I was waiting for the bus, and I just smoked a little bit, more than a little bit, but it doesn't matter. But my head was in the clouds, as they say. But I was standing there, I'm smoking a cigarette, waiting for the bus, and this gal, probably in her 20s, with purple hair, rides by, and then I sit, I take my drag, blow it out, and an older man, probably in his 50s, like early 60s maybe, went riding by on a bike. No shirt, no muscles, clearly needed a shirt. I would if I looked like that. I almost felt like I gotta find this guy a mirror. He could probably find a shirt if I find him a mirror. But anyway, they rode by, and my first thought was, I wonder if that guy's like chasing her down or something. You know, she was younger, he's an older guy. And you know, there I was, just in the clouds, and my brain started thinking, like, yeah, what if she would have rode by and just said, you know, help, he's chasing me, I'm escaping. I mean, I had enough time to sit and, you know, I could see him, I should stand in his way, tackle him down, you know, assault the guy. Is that what you would do? But what if he's not chasing her, you know? What if it's an innocent man I just knocked over on his bike ride? Now I gotta pay hospital bills and go to jail and all the above. Or, you know, I think, well, no, I wouldn't want to do that. Well, maybe I would just jump out in front of him, slow him down, start talking to him, and he'd say, well, hey, you know, I need to get that gal. She's medically crazy and such and such and such and such. And, you know, and you would probably have to take his side because he had more time to explain his story than her just, help, I've escaped. You know, what? So, but I thought about it, and I was like, well, I would at least distract him enough to where and I can't see her, and then let her go. You know, I'm like, okay, now she's got a fair chance. I didn't hurt the guy. I'm not going to go to jail for this, whatever. And then I'd call 911. But I'm like, well, I don't have my phone. I'd have to stop traffic and grab someone's phone and be like, hey, I need to call 911. There's an old guy chasing a little purple-haired lady. And, you know, I figured the cops would be like, well, you know, why didn't you call sooner? Well, I didn't have my phone. I'm like, well, why didn't you get the Amber Alert? We've been looking for this guy. I'm like, well, I didn't have my phone with me. I forgot it at home. What am I supposed to do? But as I'm having all these crazy thoughts, all of a sudden the purple-haired girl goes by me in the direction she came from. And my first thought was, oh good, she escaped. She's safe. It had nothing to do with the old guy there, so. But that was a crazy thought. And you know what? Yeah, we'll save that we'll save that for next week. So, alrighty, everyone, have a good night. Welcome to Port Angeles. Thanks for being here and doing what you do. Thanks everyone for showing up. And mind you, there's still room on the sign-up sheet. Good night.
Woo, yeah, keep going for Cody. Hell yeah. Cody, you're a man of the people. I love it. After you came in and warmed it back up after I fucked everything up. I'm sorry, everybody. But we had a good time. We have a good time every time. We goof around. Enoch's here, the lovely Enoch. We're going to